for staying tuned. I'm Stanford Howard with this edition of the Hgp Sportscast. We tell you now in cricket. 13 wickets fell on day one as the Guyana Jaguars batting was outshined by the Hurricanes bowling, while the Jaguar bowlers tried to claw their way back in the fifth round of the PCL Regional 4-Day Tournament. Here are the details. Table toppers, the Guyana Jaguars, on the opening day of the fifth round were swept aside by the Leeward Islands Hurricanes at Providence Stadium after skipper Johnson won the toss and opted to bat. The Hurricanes' bowling was one of quality the Jaguars didn't anticipate. Trevor Griffith was the first victim back into the dressing room for two. His opening partner Tangerine Chanjapal and skipper Leon Johnson started a foundation to Jaguars' first innings, with a second wicket partnership of 63 runs. The stand was eventually broken in the 28th over with a wicket of Chanjapal for 22. Skipper Johnson went on to build another partnership with Barnwell that contributed 46 runs before the skipper himself became the third victim for Hurricanes, just 6 runs shy of his 50. The Jaguars' batting effort from that point fell apart as the Hurricanes kept on picking up wickets until the Jaguars were all back in the dressing room for 196 in 68.1 overs. When the Hurricanes took to the field, they survived the remaining 24 overs before stumps, with a loss of 3 wickets for 57 runs. They trailed by 139 runs with 7 wickets in hand. For the Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard. National Under-20 footballer remanded 19-year-old Job Caesar, who is a midfielder attached to the Fruta Conquerors Football Club, appeared at the Georgetown Magistrates Court to answer to the criminal charges after he reportedly attacked and robbed his former girlfriend and damaged her vehicle in the process. Job Caesar was a part of the National Under-20 team, which traveled to Florida, USA, to compete in the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship in November 2018. The allegations state that on November 25, 2018, at Lot 178 Albert and Charlotte Street, Georgetown, while being armed with a gun, he robbed Jennifer Valdin of a Samsung cell phone valued 30,000 Guyana dollars, and on the same day at the said location, he also damaged her motor car. His attorney Paul Fongafat contended that the virtual complaint had lied, since in several posts made on social media, the color of the vehicle which the defendant allegedly damaged kept on changing. Anson Motors is set to run off the inaugural Suzuki Motors Golf Tournament on Saturday. Find out more in this report. Anson Motors, Guyana, has seized the honor of hosting the first major golf tournament to kick off the 2019 season. It's the first golf tournament to be hosted by the company since opening their showroom in November 2017 in Guyana. The tournament is scheduled to tee off from 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, January 19 at the Lozignan Golf Club. President of the LGC, Halim Hussein, said that he's tremendously pleased that this tournament will take place since it showcased Anson's Motors and Suzuki partnership with the LGC, especially since golf is a game known for its precision and top performance. Arjun Bishwar, brand coordinator, Anson Motors, spoke about why the company decided to join forces with the Lozignan Golf Club to pull off such a tournament.
Golf is a prestigious game, I must say, and seeing that we are offering quality vehicles. And obviously golfing, you have to be of a certain caliber. So we think that it's best that our vehicles are of a certain caliber and to go hand in hand with golfing.
Well, the Suzuki Vitara, which is the vehicle we're standing right next to, is one of the most durable off-road vehicles. It's a crossover vehicle that runs in or out of the city, right?
Yes.
The tournament is set to be played in the 0 to 9, 10 to 18, 19 to 28, and the best golfer gross and net scores overall. A hole-in-one prize will also be up for grabs, along with the longest drive and nearest to the pin challenge. For the Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard. And finally, the Guyana Hockey Board has selected its training squads for the indoor series schedule for Toronto, Canada. Samuel Gillis shares the details in this report.
From March the 22nd to 24th, both the male and female of Guyana national hockey team have been invited by Hockey Canada to compete in a 4-team competition as part of both countries' preparations for the 2020 Indoor Pan America Cup. The GHB has already kicked off its 2019 national program of activities with the Indoor Developmental Men's Team Tour of Trinidad and Tobago, where they placed 4th in the Ventures and 3rd in the UWI Indoors. President of the GHB, Philip Fernandez, said that he believes that consistent exposure to the intensity of international competitions is an area that has been identified as lacking in the development of national players. Opportunities like these have to be used to invest in the players that will benefit most from the experience. Those players, according to him, will predominantly be under 30 players, who will be around for the next 2 to 3 Indoor Pan America Cup in 2020, 2022, and 2024. Later this year, the GHB will be competing in the Outdoor Pan America Challenge, and the selection for those teams will be strictly performance-based, since it's a continental tournament to earn world ranking points. 5 members of the indoor developmental men's team that competed in the Ventures and UWI tournament will be out of this tournament due to CSEC examinations. Those are Warren Williams, Nandalal Prasad, Samuel Woodruff, and Nikhil Ashby. There are 26 members in the women's indoor training squad and 23 members in the men's indoor training squad that are ready to be trained. For HGP Sports, I am Samuel Gillis.
Thank you, Samuel. And that's all we have for this edition of the HGP Sportscast. But do remember, persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement.